Come on now. You already know what this is. First things first. God did this. Don't get mad with us. I'm your humble host, your man, your myth, your legend, Eric Knight, and we got the one man and the only man that can check you into the Heartbreak Hotel. That's Heartbreak Prince himself. Look,
Tag
man, look.
team back again.
You already know what it is. Man, look, hey, night two, a lot better than night one. And they kicked this off with some fire and some heat because they gave us that triple threat match. And honestly, man, I didn't even know they was gonna start it off with this, but I'm okay with it. I am okay with it, and I'm okay on how the match went with Naomi actually getting the dub. This was honestly a minus of a match. I thought these women delivered. I thought these women really pulled off a lot. Loved everything that they did. Honestly, with Rhea still not being able to beat Io, they're still telling that story. And I loved everything about it, man. I'm not mad about anything. Of course, Io Sky. One thing, okay, I will say, the points where Rhea and Io were kind of, doing some stuff. I said, come on now, y'all not a tag team. Stop being so friendly. Remember what this is: triple threat. Get your mind on in the game. Come on now. But besides that, great match. Heartbreak Prince. What are your thoughts, man? What you think?
Yeah, I thought this was an interesting way to start off SummerSlam Night 2 because I was expecting it to be the 6-man tag. But this ladies match here definitely delivered. I thought Naomi's drip tonight was fire. I definitely liked it. I loved the fact that her dad was out on the guitar, just letting it rip, and it was awesome. The match itself, I give a B plus. I thought the ladies did well. Um, it was a lot going on between wanting to see Rhea and Io have their back and forth with Naomi kind of being involved because of course she's the champion. So like balancing her being out of the ring and to give them two time because that's what the crowd was trying to see as well. Rhea and Io go at it. I definitely liked it. Love how Naomi capitalized on the opportunity there. Very much shades of WrestleMania where Bianca or sorry, with Naomi had Rhea down for the pin, and then Io comes with
Yeah.
the prettiest moonsault. Yeah, and then but Naomi sees it. No, you're like, hey, I've seen this before. She gets out the way, she lands on Rhea. And then at the end, the whole thing with Rhea delivering her finisher from off the ropes and trying to pin Io, but Naomi coming in and snagging the win with the roll up and grabbing on the tights. Loved it. Great way to finish the match. Like I said, the ladies did a great job to kick off night 2 with the energy. I thought that match delivered. I give it a B plus. And yeah, shout out to those ladies. Shout out to Naomi again, retaining, getting a W at SummerSlam. I know that's big for her, especially with her last time she was at SummerSlam. She was actually losing the championship. So big ups to her. She's been on a good run for this last year and a half. And yeah, man, Naomi, she's doing good work. This whole character change, proceed with caution. It's really getting it done. I'm digging it. Like I said, her drip to the ring tonight. Oh, I loved it. I thought that was
Yeah.
phenomenal. The only thing I wish though is I wish WWE stopped with all of this with it death metal, whatever. Like they've changed everybody's theme songs
Yeah.
too, because some of it is a little off. Like I think about Jasper Troy when he comes out to his musical in NXT. I'm like, this does not fit or match his character. Naomi, I think she makes it work because of her whole proceed with caution thing. But the other one, Becky Lynch, nah, it just does not work.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
They need to take a look at that. But other than that, the match itself, great stuff.
Yeah, man. And then they gave us another banger. This was something I thought to myself, man, this match couldn't get any crazier, honestly. This 12-man tag team TLC match, man, was insane. I mean, from the spots to where even the Street Profits were beating the hell out of Eric Rowan. I mean, even a part where Montez Ford jumped over the table to jump on like four people. I said, man, this match is insane. Even the spots where all four, everybody jumped off of the top rope to somebody on a table. Ray Phoenix, I mean Angelo Dawkins, hell, even oh my gosh, what Dexter Loomis even got himself a spot off of the table. I said, man, what is this chaos? Candice LeRae getting thrown down off the last. I said, my goodness. Great match though. A plus, plus, plus. We knew these guys was gonna deliver. Of course, hey, Wyatt six, we seen that coming. Even when Uncle Howdy even jumped in and did a few things. Honestly, banger of a match. This is something that I think it's proved that these men should have been on the card, and they've definitely proved it. And they've shown honestly that that was probably one of the best matches of the night. Heartbreak Prince, what are your thoughts, man? What you think?
A plus on this match here. This was a banger. The chaos, carnage, loved it. Uh, it is something about these TLC, these table ladder chair matches that WWE just seems to get right. They nail these things. This is the third one. You had the one before with DIY Street Profits in them like earlier. Then you had him run it back with the like later on, I think, but a couple weeks afterwards or whatever, when Profits actually went over to become the champions.
Oh
Now
yeah,
you
the
got
week after Mania, yeah.
yeah, and then you had this one here in SummerSlam, and I have just anytime it's a TLC match, I am just for it because for some reason it's just magic in these matches. WWE just like I said, they just something about it. It's just something about them. And this match right here did not disappoint. The spots were on point. The one point where they were diving over each, over each ring post and just crashing through the tables. Great stuff. Off the mat, where one of the Fraxium guys, I can't think of his name right now, went to try to get Ciampa hanging from the rafters with
Oh
the belt,
yeah,
and then he
Nathan
does like the
Frazier,
Spider-Man and
yeah,
flips himself up and kind of
yeah,
holds on upside down. First of all, I'm like, oh my gosh, if that chain or that anything other than gives out, you are done, son. And but he nailed it. They had a whole little fight scuffle underneath while he was still hanging upside down.
yeah.
It was chaos and carnage. And then of course, it ends with with the Wyatt Six going over, which we're not surprised there. I will say I know that the post show is still going on, and Dawkins looked like he was nearly in tears. I don't know what this means because they were asking how do they feel? What's next? Dawkins looked like he was really in tears, and all he could keep saying was, I hate losing, I hate losing, I hate losing. And they went to ask Montez, like, okay, so what's next? What do y'all do? And Montez doesn't even respond. He just walks off. Dawkins looked like he's in tears, and I think this is the end for them. I really do. I think they are getting ready to separate. And I feel bad. I really do.
Yeah.
As they said, this was the Prophet's first PLE in 18 months. And of course it ended like this, but what a match to all the tag teams that were involved. I mean, just Candice LeRae, the women getting involved. I mean, B-Fab.
B-Fab,
Yeah, like
yeah.
it was insane. And it was like my favorite match of the night. And then of course the final match is up there too. But this A plus, I just thought all six of these teams delivered, and it just shows you like what the tag team division is capable of if they give it time. If they give it time, actually invest into it. And you got to think, Pretty Deadly wasn't even involved, and they're another team on SmackDown, and they weren't even involved in this banger of a TLC match. So just I love them. Like I said, I love these TLC matches. I just think they get them right. Having Jeff and Matt Hardy there, having the Dudleys there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of paying homage to the first TLC match. I think from in during SummerSlam. That was a little great nod. Yeah, they nailed this one. Like I said, A plus, and was my favorite match of the night.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I think I definitely think that that push for Tez is definitely going to be happening soon. Hey, Zach with the National
Zach is in with
Watermelon
the heat
Day.
again. It's National Watermelon Day. Guess what day it is? Zach, what's up, man? Thanks for coming
What's
in
going on, Zach?
and dropping the national day again, the national holiday
That's
again.
it. That's it. That man knows it. If we can guarantee anything, we know Zach's
You
going to
know,
give us
Zach's
a
coming in with
national
it.
day. Yeah, man. But I think
I was
Tez is
looking for him
definitely about to get
earlier, as a
that.
matter of fact.
Yeah, yeah.
when
Hey, he
we did
popped
share
up.
earlier. Yeah,
But yeah, man,
crazy.
I think that singles push for Tez is definitely happening soon. Even
Man,
when I had watched the Chris Van Vliet episode that he did with Bianca. And even Bianca was saying, like when his time comes, he's ready. He's more than ready. Like he has everything. And I was just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I swear, I thought he was doing an interview with Montez Ford, but somehow that just got erased, deleted. I said, well, now something's up.
Mm,
Something's going on here.
mm.
So I don't know. And I remember him sitting down. I seen a picture with him and Chris Evans. So I was like, well, wait. I'm sitting there looking all day looking for this interview. I'm like, where is this guy? Couldn't find it. Something's up. Something's up. Something's going on.
It is. And like I said, whatever is about to happen, I sensed something tonight with Dawkins. Like I said, with the tears in his eyes, it's like something is getting ready to happen. And I don't think he's happy about it. I think he knows. And if it's that they're getting ready to split up, I mean, it's sad. But at the same time, I know you've been dying for Tez to be a singles wrestler for a while. I just think, what does it mean for Dawkins? Like, what does he do?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And it's like one of those things which is like, Ted's been wanting this, but it's like at the same time, it's like he been sacrificing so much for Dawkins. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I always felt
And
like that
Dawkins should be able to
show,
carry his
like,
own. Dawkins is
yeah,
a good wrestler. He can carry his own. He can do something in singles as well. I mean, he doesn't have to be in
he
a
can talk
tag
on the
team.
mic too, but
Yeah, yeah,
he wanna be a tag team.
yeah,
He's just, he's always been like, yeah, no, I'm okay with being a tag team. Like that's always kind of been his thing. He's just been
yeah,
complacent. And
yeah,
and Ted's been like, nah, man, I'm trying to be the top guy. I'm like, I feel that, Tez. Your wife doing it. Why not
yeah,
you? You see
yeah,
Seth and Becky. Why
yeah.
can't it be Montez, and Bianca? So I get it, man. It just Docs better figure something out. Oh man. But the next match we got to talk about. This is also another good match, of course, and kind of it's funny. Heartbreak Prince. I think you touched on it earlier, talking about with Bailey, and she had some interference with this match, man. And
Yes, sir.
honestly, it cost Lyra. Cost Lyra. Lyra can't even compete for this title anymore as long as Becky Lynch is the champion. So I mean, hey Bailey, you got to do what you got to do at this point. So hey, I'm hoping to see what happens. Thought it was a good match. Definitely B plus. Not mad about how it happened. I'm kind of glad that Becky is still the champion because again, I actually like this run that Becky's had. Like I ain't mad about it. So I think it's solid. I like what they're doing with it, and I'm hoping to see, who else they kind of bring to this mid card now. Because don't get me wrong, if Lyra can't, compete for that title, all right, let's get some more. We got enough women now. Come on, let's bring La Primera. Well, she got the Clash
La
of Paris title,
Primera.
so we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know, man. Still overall B plus. Y'all did your thing. Y'all women over delivered. And still, I think they told the story still with Bailey and with Lyra and Becky. So they still got it going on. Heartbreak Prince, what are your thoughts, man? What you think?
Yeah, I'm in agreement here. I think this is the B plus for these ladies here. I thought the match was great. My only gripe was I thought it was a little too long. It took a
Yeah.
while. This match went on and on and on and on. I mean, they still had great spots. Lyra tied up. Her wrist tied up. Becky just going to work on her, beating her across the stomach with a kendo stick. I mean, it was a lot going on in that match. The ladies again, like I said, I expected them to have a good match because the chemistry is there between Lyra and Becky. I don't know if I get a whole lot of credit for calling that saying that Bailey would be involved. I guess that was just something. It was kind of like a no brainer, I guess, to me. But to see her come out, I was not surprised. I think at some point in the match, I heard the crowd cheer. We couldn't see what they were cheering for, and I was like, somebody must have saw Bailey at some point because, like, shortly after, maybe another 2 or 3 minutes later, when she was about to hit her with the little crowbar, that's when Bailey hops over and grabs the crowbar out of her hand. And I'm like, oh, well, here's the interference right here. And I thought it was going to be like Bailey was going to go ahead and take it out on Lyra, for kind of stealing her match at SummerSlam, just like Becky was saying to Bailey, it's because of her. She stole your SummerSlam opportunity, this, that, and the other. But she ended up costing Lyra in a different way, without actually assaulting Lyra or attacking Lyra. She ended up punching her with the chain, trying to hit Becky. So I think it went as expected. Becky retains. The story can still progress between Becky and Bayley at some point having a match. We know Lyra is out of the picture now as far as being able to challenge for the title. So that's done. But B plus, I just think, like I said, I just think it was a little long in the tooth on that match.
Yeah, I agree. Because at some points I was like, damn, where's
Yeah.
Bruce Pritchard to tell somebody that it's too long?
It's too long. In my head, I was thinking about Unreal. What did it say? Plan A, make your time. Plan B, make your time.
I was like, yeah, let's see how.
I said, they're getting ready to cut
mad
from
you'll be
somebody's match.
I said, first I said, I wonder how mad Bruce Pritchard is at Abyss today.
Yeah. Man, my man was sitting back there nervous about Bruce too. He was like, I think Bruce is mad. I tried to cut out this match and I tried to cut that out, and I was like, yo, what is going on back here?
I said,
why is he afraid of this dude? Like, why is he afraid of this dude?
It makes me so mad. It makes me so upset.
Yeah.
That man Bruce to a table Abyss.
Yeah.
You're better than that.
Yeah.
Oh man, but the next match we got to talk about. Hey, this man AJ Styles coming out as Eddie Guerrero with the low rider, literally walking through the crowd. All that, I thought this man AJ Styles is really. You want to talk about cosplaying, man? This man been doing this whole time, being a janitor, being what was he when he was the medical staff?
The medical staff.
Then he just did Eddie. Hey man, you want to talk about range? AJ Styles has got it, man. He's out here just showing everything, showing how many different people he can play as. He's killing it, man. But yeah, great match overall. Not a surprise. I actually am surprised that Dirty Dom actually won. Surprised that I expected him to actually lose tonight. Only because they really haven't been doing much with him. But since Raquel and and Roxanne lost their titles, I just thought it was about to be everybody losing their titles tonight. But hey, Dirty Dom still got the dub. I give this a B plus. They definitely delivered this. I mean, it's AJ Styles we're talking about. Come on, AJ Styles, man. What are we saying here? And we talking about one of the greatest. We talking about the greatest Mysterio of all time here. Come on. Boy, what else I got to say here? Greatness. Heartbreak Prince. What are your thoughts, man? What you think?
Yeah, another good match. I give it about a B. I give it a B. And I thought the little things that was going on, the little spots that happened with the chair, Dom smacking the ring and then tossing the chair to AJ, him wrapping around his neck, and then selling it like he just got hit with the chair was pretty cool. And then Dom with the boot, man. Dom unzipping the boot and then using it against AJ. It's just diabolical in many ways. And it's like, watch out for the shoe. I mean, the greatest woman of all time tells you to watch out for the shoe. Thomas Tony Storm here. But yeah, it's the boot that'll get you every time. I'm telling you, it's diabolical.
Every time.
You never see it coming. And I was tripping off of this because in the post conference, they did an interview with AJ, and Dom is like, look, you can still see my shoe print because AJ was really red or swollen right around the side.
Yeah.
Like, you can still see my boot print on his face. I'm the greatest Mysterio of all time. Like, yeah, I said, okay, if they could keep going with this and actually give him some matches and just let him keep being like dirty in no Dirty Dom way, I think they have something here with Dirty Dom that could be great. But of course, that's if he can stay healthy. Because like I said, I don't know if he really had a rib injury or not. But he had been out of action. He came back tonight. They put on a good match. I thought it was pretty cool because they were talking about how he got over on AJ with the boot, and it was pretty clever. And he talked about he's dealing with a man that has 20 years of experience. And I'm like, oh, Dirty Dom at his finest. And like, you're all but 20 years old. He's dealing with 20 years experience. Get out of here. AJ Styles has been in the wrestling business so much longer than you. Get out of here to some 20 years.
Man,
he's hilarious. Dirty Dom is hilarious.
He really is.
But yeah, I mean, but that feeds to his character. The crowd reacted to him tonight. They popped when he came in for his post interview. He showed the boot. Told him that's real genuine cow. that's on his boots. Dom is something, man, and they got something with him. And like I said, I'm looking to see if they can kind of keep putting him out there, putting him in the spotlight. I think Triple H has this thing about what he said in Unreal, like not using the stars too much to kind of keep their, make them have their luster or keep their luster or whatever. And maybe that's what he's doing with Dirty Dom, but I still feel like you could use him a little bit more than what you are, and let him run with this greatest Mysterio thing,
Yeah, man. Because I feel like you put him on there, let him keep saying it, let him keep doing it. People gonna be like, "No, he is the greatest
Greatest
Mysterio of all time."
Mysterio. You say it long enough, people will believe.
Yeah. People will start saying like, "No, he
Yeah,
he is the greatest
he's the
Mysterio of all
greatest. He's the
time. He
greatest
is."
Mysterio of all time.
Hey, look, he won me over on after Mania. I said, "Hey, you got it, man. You the greatest."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. But speaking of the greatest, man, we got to talk about this next match, man. Look, this was also another banger. I'm not gonna lie, no surprises coming out of this match. To be honest with you, Big Jim coming out of there, trying to hold the cage doors and everything. I thought to myself at first, I said, Big Jim, you about to turn? What's going on here? You locking this man Jacob in the cage like this? But it wasn't really like that. But hey, I mean, honestly, no big surprises, no Tamatanga, no Zilla. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Still a good match. If Jesse the Body Ventura was watching this match, he would have been
Yeah,
upset.
yeah. That's all I was thinking about.
He don't ever like to see nobody walk out the cage. You
At the
gotta climb out the cage.
cage.
You just walk out of the cage. That's what you do. He wouldn't have been happy about that at all, man. But yeah, I thought it was great seeing Jacob Fatu off the top of the cage, hit the moonsault, hey. But Solo still retaining. I think this was good. It's good for the title reign, and I think it's good for Solo and Jacob both. Honestly, if you get in where you
Where
fit
you
in,
fit in.
we gonna be all right. Heartbreak Prince, what are your thoughts, man? What you think?
Yeah, another good one. I give it a B. I thought the match between the two of them was all right. Of course, I expected all the interference and all that kind of stuff that happened and took place in it, but I can't get Jesse the Body Ventura. Anytime I see a cage match now, I can't get what he said out of my head of you don't just walk out of a cage. You're supposed to go over the top. Like and seeing him open the cage door and him fall out. I said Jesse the Body Ventura is having a conniption fit right about now. Seeing this happening, like they have not learned yet what a cage match is supposed to be. But no, these two did exactly that. They delivered between Solo and Jacob. Jacob getting on top of the cage, hitting his moonsault off. That man is crazy, and just no fear. He's crazy. And then he gets him and does this little shake. I said, well, we got what we wanted to see. We got the shake from Jacob. We got Solo retaining. What can you really complain about? The family's involved, the MFTs. Yeah, good match. What can you say?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. Good energy. Everybody did their thing. They kept the crowd going.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about this next match, man. Because this one, I mean, this was the one that was something where I thought to myself, John, are you pulling the wool over our eyes? Or Cody, are you pulling the wool over our eyes? And honestly, it's neither one of those things. We really got a face versus kind of a face match here. And honestly, John Cena, man, he came in and he, went. It started with the all black, then it went to the all Cena. I said, man, look how bright this is. Look how bright the lights are. John Cena running down. I said, man, I felt that again. It kind of gave me those right chills. I was like, all right, Cena, you did your thing, man. Coming down, running down the ramp. I said, yeah, man, this brought me back. I almost brought a damn tear to my eyes seeing it. I said, that's the Cena I know. That's the Cena I know. It was good though, man. I loved it. Thought it was good. Seeing Cody actually becoming the new WWE Undisputed Champion. Loved it all. But what was crazy? Brock Lesnar? Brock freaking Lesnar?
Boom, 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 boom,
Ah!
boom, boom,
Uh,
Hey. Yeah.
F5! freaking Lesnar. I mean, I didn't expect it. They've been talking about Brock Lesnar being spotted in some places. Even when they had Money in the Bank, they said they seen him. They said oh yeah, we spotted Brock. Okay, whatever. But for real, Brock Lesnar, yo, crowd pop went crazy. He had his pyro comes through. You see John Cena. People in the comments on the YouTube were saying, "Yeah, this is the reason why John Cena turned face just for this." I said, "Makes sense." Brock Lesnar comes in that five's John Cena. Insane, insane work. I'm intrigued to see what happens. Honestly, hey, we know Cody and Brock. They good. They done had their situation. I mean, I don't know. This is a little different, and I'm a little shocked, but at the same time, hey, it's John Cena's farewell tour, man. So he gotta fight some demons on this one. Heartbreak Prince, what are your thoughts, man? What you think?
Yes, I enjoyed this match here. I'll give it an A plus. My sister-in-law Ashley, she was in the chat earlier. Shout out to Ashley. Called me for a quick second about it, and what do you think? She absolutely hates to see finishers like be used multiple times and people kick out and wrestlers kick out like multiple times for finishing. And I will say that's a respectable gripe because there were quite a few AAs. There was quite a few crossroads. AAs from off the top rope, and so I get the idea that when you're overusing your finisher and it's not finishing a person and they're just kicking out, like how that could be like. But overall, I still think this was an A plus match. I was really impressed at Cena going the distance, the way he did, because like I said, a lot of his matches we've talked about before have been kind of short this year. Usually ending with a title to the head. It didn't go that route. And Cena picking Cody up, walking him all the way back to the ring, coming up the ramp. But man, and then they had the smoke coming out of there.
Yeah.
And my man came up with a smirk on his face. Like, what happened under the daggone stage where you come up with a smirk and carrying Cody on your back? But it was just a great show. The whole thing had a show, had an aura. It was just good. The two of them, I mean, this was really, really good. And I liked this match here better than I did the previous match between them where Cody actually lost. I just thought, this one just had a lot of energy. You could just tell that they were in the moment, and it just delivered. And then for the ending to be what it was, for them to pan to John Cena, I'm expecting him to get the crowd, thank you, Cena, all that kind of stuff, and the tears. And then you hear the Beast Incarnate music drop. I'm like, oh my gosh, not again. Like, what is up with these people and these end of the night surprises? Because for a while, we talked about this a while ago when we didn't think Brock would ever be able to step foot back into the WWE again, especially with everything that was going on with Vince and the allegations and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But for them to bring him back and for us to, be able to see him on the television screen at a PLE at a WWE event, and then it's John Cena, two people that we know have had their feuds in the past, and it's like, this is dope because I wanted to see a John Cena Brock Lesnar one more time before they go and say he goes off for good and never wrestles again. Just to kind of let him run the gamut of all the wrestlers that he's kind of faced, and this man has carried the company for the better part of 15 years, and you got to think about the stars that came up and left during that time, and he was still carrying WWE along. And so Brock was one, Randy Orton was one, Cody has been one, R-Truth has been one. I'm trying to think, who else am I missing that's been a part of it, that he's had him. CM Punk has been another one. So like, it truly is the farewell tour where he's getting some of everybody, and you're also thinking, dang, this is quite a few generations in talent that he has crossed, in that time frame. For the Never Seen 17, it does. He said the other night in his little promo that he cut with Cody about like taking the belt, said nobody would ever forget him. That's why he wants to take it home. And I'm like, man, I don't think too many people are gonna forget you, Cena. I mean, I don't think that's possible. Your name is
Yeah.
already in the echoes of greatness with the rest of them, with the Ric Flairs, with the Shawn Michaels, with the Macho Man Randy Savages. You know, you can go on and on and on. They will have to say your name, and you will be remembered. You know, I don't think you have to
What's
worry
your
about
real
that at
name?
all.
No, no,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
John
John
Cena
Cena
is
is your real
John
name.
Cena.
John Cena,
John
as he
Cena.
said in
John
Unreal.
Cena.
My real name. No, he said my ring name, John Cena. My legal government name, John Cena. The paper or whatever I signed my papers of document, John Cena. I'm like,
John Cena.
yeah. So that's hilarious because everybody else had all these different, like, this is my ring name, this is my real name, this is it. Like, no, John Cena was just,
Like
this is
Johnson.
it.
He's like,
Yeah,
this is me. This is
yeah,
my
this is
name.
me. Um, but yeah, Stone Cold's Mankind's, like, I can go on and on. The Rock, like, I mean, we're not going to forget John Cena. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, I did have that moment of hype, you know, just hearing Brock Lesnar's music hit and just seeing him come out, and it's like, oh, we're actually going to be able to get a John Cena and Brock Lesnar match before it's done. Another one I wish, you know, but I know it's done. I mean, we're not seeing it. Kurt Angle would have been another good one.
Oh my God.
But
Yes.
yeah, that, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy because about that time, you know, that John Cena was really coming up. You know, it's about the time like I was kind of out of wrestling and stopped watching it. By that, cat little highlights here and there and stuff like that. But yeah, he's done his thing for 15, you know, for the better part of, you know, his 20 years in the business, but 15 carrying the company. And yeah, but yeah, excellent way to end the show. I mean, I do. And then, but you know, they had a stare down, and you know, Brock, when he came out, the way that crowd popped. I don't know how he kept it together. I mean, that crowd went crazy when Brock let
they
him out. He did his
popped.
bounce to the side. I said, all right, Cena goes on and rolls up the armband. I said, oh, it's getting ready to get real right here. And we even got a little bit with them. You know, they even you know, threw hands just a little bit. You know, Cena goes for the punch, he ducks it. You know, Brock puts him in the finisher. I mean, it's good stuff. Yeah. Then goes out, picks up the cowboy hat, and you know, Stomps bound on back up the ramp. But I don't know what's to come. I don't know what they're gonna build out of this. You know, it's just it's starting to set in. Like, yeah, you know, it's coming to an end. And Cena says, you know, when he walks away, he's not coming back to be put through any more tables, take any more chair shots, any of that. So
Next time
it's
we see him, it's gonna be in a suit. That's what he
suit,
said. Just
yeah.
in a suit.
So
I said.
yeah, but a great finish at SummerSlam night 2. I think was a strong B plus A minus. They had like 3 really strong matches. I mean, all the matches were good tonight. But that TLC match was my favorite to watch, followed
Yes.
by Cena. Then after that, followed by Lyra and no, I'm sorry, Naomi and
Rhea
Rhea
and
and
Io.
Io.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. And then I go with Becky and Lyra, and then Solo and Jacob. But yeah,
Yeah. I
they
agree.
did a good job.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Overall, I think it was a good night. Definitely better than night one. You know, I think they delivered.
Yeah.
You know, they had their surprise that they wanted. I think that they got the reaction that they wanted for the pops. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on Raw, man. That's the only thing we can just wait and see. Cause
Oh,
I swear.
you know what Raw gonna be about tomorrow. Like, that's all Rollins. That's all
Oh
Seth
yeah.
Rollins.
Oh
That,
yeah.
like, the Messiah.
I
We
can't wait.
we witnessed the healing, and on a Saturday, you know, God is good all the time. Yeah, that is, man. Oh, that, yeah, it's all Rollins. You know
Yeah.
he's gonna, and that laugh he has. Oh, you know you're gonna hear it tomorrow.
It's gonna be good.
You know that he does.
I can't wait, man. It's gonna be so good. I'll be like,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So
And
yeah, and
you
I'm
know
hoping
the
Braun's good.
Oracle's
Come
gonna
on.
give it. He's gonna be building it up and building it up, talking about how
Just
they fooled all of us. And yeah,
how the vision's just this is what
yeah,
the vision
yeah,
is, and
yeah,
I can't wait. This is gonna be so good, man.
yeah.
Oh man. But as always, please make sure y'all watch all of our social medias and follow us on all of it, man. Y'all already know what to do. Facebook, we on that. X, we on that. Instagram, we on that. TikTok, we on that as well. And we always appreciate the love and support you guys are giving us on TikTok, on X, on Facebook, and of course, right here on YouTube. And we ask that you like and subscribe because we're going to keep giving you that content the exclusive way. Come on, man. You already know what it is. But as always, I'm your humble host, your man, your myth, your legend, Eric Knight. And we got the one man and the only man that's going to check you into the Heartbreak Hotel. Okay, because we are the exclusive Knights, and we always ensure that we are the best there
Best
is,
there
the
is,
best there and
was,
the
and the
best that
best
ever
there ever
will
will
be.
be.
And to ensure that your nights will
Will
never
never be the
be the
same.
same.
And for the second time today, we
Come on.
still only got 2 words for you. If you is and if you ain't with the down with the Knights, thank God.
Oh,
We can get a healing on the Sunday.
come on now.
We out.